You hear that sustain? Like, it's weird because it just keeps going. Hey everybody, Brandon Ziola here with Dingwall D-Rock 4-string standard. Today tuned BEAD, like the bottom 4 strings of a 5-string. And today, we're gonna try something a little bit different. Now, if you've never stuck a capo on your bass, you should really give it a try. A lot of artists use something like this in the studio. For example, Paul McCartney used to take his Hofner 4-string, tune it down a step or two, and then slap a capo on to give a really tubby, thick feel to a couple different recordings. Let's get a really warm, tubby Hofner sound out of this. Do something like... Now, when we start to move things down a little bit, you want to use a different tuning. E-flat tuning is one of my favorites. You want to play some Guns N' Roses? Slap it on capo 4 for E-flat tuning. Put your pickups on the bridge and middle pickups. Grab your big pick and let's try it. Let's duff out. All right, we're in E-flat. Now let's move down to D standard tuning. One of my favorite bands, Death from Above 1979. You hear that sustain? Like, it's weird because it just keeps going. From D standard, let's go down to C sharp. This is a tuning that you'll often hear Chris Novoselic from Nirvana use to really fill up the bottom end. Going even lower now, C sharp down to open C. If you've never heard the blues music tuned way down, check out Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy started down tuning after he heard Jimi Hendrix move from E standard to E flat, and he decided to go even lower. So let's see what this sounds like in C standard. And last but not least, we're back where we started. Take the capo off, and we are in BEAD tuning. Let's play a little country music. All right, you've heard how it sounds. Now let's talk about why it works. There's a couple really cool things that happen when you put a capo on your bass. The first thing is, of course, we're changing the scale length. We're going from that super long, wonderful fan Dingwall feel, and we're bringing it down to somewhere around, I don't know, 20-ish inches? Let's get a tape measure in here. Yep, 29 inches. That's shorter than most short scales, actually. So you can get the feel of something like a Mustang or a Hofner just by capoing up here. And what that's really going to do is it's going to allow you to get a thick, full sound without having to grab a different bass to do it. Another thing, we've got all this string length behind the capo here that helps maintain the tension that you're used to. The feel doesn't change, but the sound certainly does. And that tension allows you to have a really good attack, mid-range attack, while changing your tunings. Usually when you go to a short scale bass, you're sacrificing your attack and you have some give and looseness in the strings. These strings still feel the same to me. It still plays like the D-Rock standard. but I'm able to change the way it sounds, which is really cool, versatile, and unique. The other thing is simply, you're going to get a lot more gigs this way. With one bass, you can change tunings into any number of tunings or styles that you would be hired to do. You can work with singers that change the key of a song night by night just based on how their voice is feeling. So this is the most versatile thing you can do with a 4-string, in my opinion.